Let's talk movies now, starring the likes of Matt Damon, George Clooney and Brad Pitt. Oceans 11, 12 and 13 made almost $1.5 billion at the box office. Well, now there's a new squad in town.
In 3.5 weeks, the Met will be hosting its annual ball. And we are going to rob it. Not the ball itself.
On the neck of Daphne Kluger.
Valued at over $100 million.
150 million, actually.
Oceans 8 is a spin-off with style. Sandra Bullock stars as Danny Ocean's estranged sister Debbie, assembling a squad for the heist of a lifetime.
Even if this was possible, you'd need 20 people.
7 people.
Game on. From Kate Blanchett to Anne Hathaway, the all-star female cast gives those blokes from the old trilogy a run for their money.
Can't we just go to this? Do we have to steal stuff?
Yes.
Usually when there's only 1 or 2 women in the crew, you're the love interest, but you're suburban mother. You're a jeweler.
I'm obnoxious.
Is she even old enough to go to the Met Ball?
But I mean, completely different character as well for you.
Yes, not really, you guys. Let me just. I mean, here's what I want is. I'm just kidding.
Here's what you want people to know about
I want
me,
people to
the
know
real
about
me.
Annie Hathaway.
What was it like to be an actor and be like, oh, I get screen time and not talking about a man the entire time?
It was the ho-ho bit of what you're saying. It was like, this doesn't happen very often.
Yeah.
But that's changing. I mean, hopefully next year there'll be a whole suite of films like that.
How long would it take you to make 7 pieces of jewelry?
5 or 6 hours.
How long if I told you you didn't have to live with your mother anymore?
इसलिए तुम्हारे पास कोई पति नहीं है. Less.
I want to debunk some of the things, actually having you been on an all-female cast set.
Well, it'd be hard to do that because we had a lot of hair pulling and a lot of cat fights. Yeah, I cut Sandy's hair.
It was just terrible the way
like,
Sarah would steal everybody's costumes.
Yeah, I
and
just
she's
like
no.
I would also push everyone out of the way and just be like, I really think this should be my close-up, and I don't think Kate Blanchett needs one.
When it comes to life behind the scenes, the women put up a united front, including our Kate, a fierce campaigner for equality in the industry.
There are a lot of myths that go around, like instantly
Perpetuated by male journalists, usually.
Yeah, about being competitive and that, you know...
You want to know what's, like, not a good news story? A cast of women that get along really well, right?
So
that's not
why.
a good story.
Yeah.
What is a good story is a cast of women who adhere to just, like, really stupid myths and narratives that don't actually exist when, you know, in most cases, right? Oh, thank you.
There's none of that. There was no, like, going home being like, Aquafina was so mean to me today, which was disappointing.
We had a day where we all like shopped the Net-a-Porter sale.
I know.
On set together. That was like as wacky as it got.
We realized we all have the same fears, insecurities, wants, hopes, and that was really...
It was the most fun makeup trailer I've ever been on. Because you don't get time to rehearse on film. And so we all rock in looking like shit at 6 a.m. and we said, what moisturizer are you using? Have you got the vitamins? And, you know, and then also everyone was multitasking, and that's when we'd kind of work out what we were doing. And I think that energy, that makeup trailer energy is what went on to set.
That's why we're not rubbing them. That's why we're rubbing them.
Sorry, I don't speak Ukrainian.
And you actually get to play an Australian. That must be so much fun, not having
an Australian who's lived in America for a while, so it was a bit of a kind of...
hybrid accent.
I have this terrible thing that I do, and my kids are so embarrassed. When I'm in around Americans, I take on an American kind of lilt, and they go, "Mom, you're doing that thing again." When I go to China, I can't help it. I start to speak with this, and it's so politically incorrect.
It's called acting.
But it's really embarrassing. My kids are so embarrassed.
Pushing the celebrity factor even higher, the Oceans 8 Met Gala is just as star-studded as the real thing.
I had to walk up the stairs, those Met stairs, in this dress and not look down while I was doing it because I had to keep my...
That's hard.
That's
so a really underrated skill that an actress has to learn.
Coordination.
Walking down steps.
But I was walking behind the Kardashian sisters, who were so elegant and calm and breezy. I started watching, I go, how are they not looking down? And I was just like, you could see me like looking at Kim and then
I would have loved you to fall on the Kardashians.
I was so close.
That would have made the movie.
My face was just going to plant
like
right there.
A bowling ball, kind of,
I think we just found out what Kate thinks of the Kardashians.
I'm not surprised that she's not digging them.